Well, that should just about do it. You better watch yourselves, Max. It's, things are crazy out here. Well, just like how I patched you guys up, I was just on my way to find others in a condition quite similar to you folks. Hmm. Well, last I went to the city, to the south. It's the city of Kasset. Now, I'm sure you know how it's this well-known place where seafood products are hauled in. Oh, and they have really great aqua farms, top-of-the-line quality fish, and quite an abundant selection too, if I do have to say. It's pretty good. So there's bound to be some luxurious and cheap items over there. Um, it was recovering greatly from the last plague that hit, and in this new one, well, they're not doing too bad at all. Well, apart from the whole vampire search going on and people in a panic a bit, but the industry still is ongoing, it's still continuing, but there are workers who really up and left to join in on the hunt. And surprisingly enough, though there are people, there really are people, adventurers specifically, who choose to continue on with it. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, yeah. One thing though I've noticed, it's quite odd. Their lack of medical personnel, right? It's creepy. Not creepy. No. Yes, I guess you have to say it's weird. Yeah, because the Cassius Medical Guild was on their staff and helped them out a bit. And I do have to say that this is one time where I never wished so hard for someone to just stay put. I mean, I mean, yeah, because most of the patients were adventurers, probably out joining in on the hunt, and they really kept us busy. The guildmaster, no, I'd rather say council. The council must be insane to allow this surge of really gullible people going out of their way, exposing themselves and taking great risks just to find a cure that may seem already extinct or can't find it anywhere. It's a suicide mission. No, no offense, Max. Yeah, but you get my point, right? You get my point. I mean, I understand where you were coming from, right? That they're scared and all, but that fear should not let you lose sight of the value of the human being and the lives of people. Um. Anyway, apart from Cassette, I ventured further to the local villages as well. And the situation on there is as it's worse than it is than in the capital, and I had to deal with a case, right? A case of contaminated crops and river streams, fisheries, and the like. I mean, yeah, as an alchemist, alchemists gotta do what an alchemist gotta do. Well, although they did play to me very, very hard, that even they even started to offer what little food they had left, and even the head of the chief offered his daughter had a marriage, and I said, no, no need, I'll help you, just let me do everything, you don't need to pay me or anything. So, yeah, I worked by magic, I fixed up their farms, I cleansed their waters, and I managed to stabilize it for now. Well, to my surprise, the contaminants of the crops and water bodies were quite difficult to filter out, difficult to purify, so to speak. And I'm guessing that this has something to do with the supplies of medicine being delivered everywhere. That's the case. That yes, there's numbers and numbers of cases and patients coming in, not only because of the golden mist, but other diseases as well. That seemed to increase, and I always wondered how they were able to make so much supplies and distribute it to places so far, so fast, quickly. Alright, okay. gotta say this. Don't go spreading what I just said now, Max, okay? Because this is just my theory, right? Now, what I'm guessing is that, what I'm theorizing, is that, the herbs, right? The herbs used in making these medicines, the ingredients, these are actually found, probably harvested or found, I'm guessing, in these exposed, contaminated areas, places where golden mist effects are as strong. It has a much stronger effect, not only to an organic substance, but inorganic as well. It seems cheaper, which it is, much faster production process as well. And I'm guessing what they're aiming for in doing so is just to ease the mind of the people. I mean, when you see huge crates full of medicine, you'd be jumping for joy. But that seemed to have an opposite effect. Both the terrains as well have been greatly, again, affected by golden mist, changing the landscape and the like, not only organic substances. No, Max, no. I just said it was a theory, If they misinterpret what you said for, I don't know, something like you denying the help from the councils, help from the, so great gods above, then you'd have a bigger problem on your plate. Exactly. Which is why I'll be the one to do it. See ya!